than negotiating a ceasefire today.
Jake Cornow, correspondent in Washington, thank you for joining me. Now we can cross to our London newsroom. I'm going to be joined by Saeed Shehata from BBC Arabic. Thank you for joining me. Can you give me a sense, if this ceasefire does materialise, how much neighbouring countries within the Middle East are going to be breathing a sigh of relief? I understand a number have condemned, for example, the attack by Iran on the US airspace in Qatar overnight.
Yeah, the condemnation regarding the Iranian strike at Al Udeid air base in Qatar was condemned by almost all Arab countries, the GCC and the Arab League, saying it's a violation of international law, it is a violation of the Qatar sovereignty, and they call for peace and diplomatic solution for the conflict and the war between Israel and Iran. And the announcement of the American President Donald Trump gave some hope that this might happen, because he said both countries, Israel and Iran, agreed to ceasefire should happen very soon. And if it's applied and committed, and both countries, committed to it, I think it will open the door for negotiation and peace in the Middle East, according to Mr. Trump. However, there is some conflicting, reports coming from Abbas Arajgi, the Iranian foreign minister, who said for now there is no agreement on ceasefire or cessation of military operation by Iran against Israel. In addition to that, he said the decision regarding the cessation of military operation of Iran against Israel will be discussed or the decision will be taken later. So this put some doubts on Mr. Trump, give assurances and confirmation of ceasefire is happening. In addition to that, the countries in the Middle East and Arab countries welcome any step to ease the tension and to avoid the conflict, because it has severe consequences on oil prices, on instability, on many things, and this is the reason Iran, when they took their action against Al Udeid air base, it was calculated. It was not that severe, which was welcomed by Mr. Trump, as he was informed, and Qatar was informed by the Iranian doing that.
Saeed, can I ask you, we saw, for example, a number of airlines rerouting their flights, cancelling flights. Can you give me a sense of, for countries like the UAE, how they've been preparing for potential escalation, what countries are doing, and the feeling of nervousness for other countries in the region?
No, there is, after, some countries, closed air bases like Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, all of them resumed and opened their air base. So now the tension is eased, but the recent waves of missiles fired from Iran against Israel and the sirens sounding in Israel put some doubts now. But it's still all the reports coming from the Middle East after Mr. Trump's announcement, there is ease, there is comfort there, and there is hope that if it's implemented in the next few hours, it will be fine. So the Iranian will not, according to the reports coming from Iran and Abbas Arajgi, the Iranian foreign minister, who said the Iranian strike against Al Udeid air base was a reaction to the American aggression against Iran, and it will not do anything unless the United States will target or strike Iran. So from this chapter was closed now between Iran and the United States. So now the problem now between Israel and Iran, and the American tried to intervene to help, and Qatar brokered with America this ceasefire between the two countries. So Iran chose not to escalate to the extent for American retaliation, and this will make the conflict out of control. So I think Iran was wise not to retaliate very hard against American base. The American base was evacuated before the start of the strike. America and Qatar were informed about that, so the damage was minimal. But it was a step by Iran to save the face of the regime, because there is pressure from inside to revenge against the United States. So, from this point of view, it was contained between America and Iran. So now, between Israel and Iran, the efforts now is to make the ceasefire happening on the ground.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. Saeed Shehata, thank you for your reporting there from our London newsroom. So much to get into. Thank you for joining me. Now we can cross to Danny